Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and today I got another game of StarCraft II for you. This time it's going to be none other than spawning as the red zerg in the top left corner of Ohana, which by the way means family. We know that of Home Story Cup, obviously. In the top left corner we got spawning as the red zerg. It's obviously MVP.DRG DongRaeGu. And his opponent for this game is going to be none other than part of Team Liquid. LiquidHero, one of the best protoss players in the entire world. Whereas DRG, of course, being one of the best Zerg player of all time at this very point in time. And it looks like we already see that hero is going to opt for a quick expansion. It looks like it. Of course, for a while there was the standard strategy, or well, there was a strategy of opening up with double gateway at this front, but most of the time actually, protosses nowadays will open up with a pylon on the low ground, sometimes a forge first, but sometimes they also will just get a nexus right away, depending on what they, depending on the map and actually what they scout. Some just feel lucky and just go for the nexus anyway, but it looks like hero. No, the hero is saving up minerals, 150 minerals, forge going down right as we speak. So yeah. Of course, we already watched the first game. This is the second game in a series in a best of 9. So if you haven't seen the first game yet, I would actually advise you go ahead and watch that one first. Because, well, I'm going to spoil it for you. So if you haven't, you got 3, 2, 1 seconds to go away. Because LiquidHero ended up winning the first game in a pretty convincing fashion. Was pretty good game. But of course, it's a best of 9. So anything can happen. I haven't seen the replays myself. I haven't seen the games myself. So I have no clue who is going to end up winning the entire thing, but of course at this point in time it's 1-0 for LiquidHero, and it looks like LiquidHero is actually putting a pylon on the low ground without even going into the base of DRG, only scouting until he sees the spawning pool even, and instantly turning around to also be able to actually scout or deny the third base of the Zerg player. Really clever play. Of course the Zerg player is always opting to go for an early hatchery up instead of going for a gas guys or whatever, and you know he managed to delay it by getting a pylon up in the natural of the Zerg, and also getting up a denying the third base for just a little bit. So nice solid play right there by LiquidHero. Of course Zerglings are going to be out on the map really soon, and LiquidHero is just going to check the gases right now. Oh, he's not even checking the gases. Well, nope, he's just checking if there's Zerglings coming. It looks like only 2 Zerglings on the way, 2 more, but he didn't get to see those, and nothing much going on the other side of the map. We actually see a nexus going down as well as a photon cannon. Photon cannon perfectly timed. The earliest Zerglings could be right about when this cannon finishes on the other side of the map, and you know they would just take a few pop shots as all of Zerglings if they would be able to cross the map in time, and would just be so very useful. And it looks like he's also going to find this little probe right here from LiquidHero. Of course, LiquidHero, you know, yeah, if he would have actually not scouted that probe, he might as well try and put a cannon up behind the mineral line if he is able to, even though LiquidHero doesn't usually do that too much. However, we already see the third hatchery going down for the Zerg player, probably going to take the same timed gases in this game like he did at the first game in this series, around the 6.5 minute mark, I imagine. Right now reaching almost full saturation, just 2 drones too many, but he has 3 farm mineral patches, so I imagine it's going to be just fine. Actually having 5 even, so should be more than 5 in there. Right now going ahead and actually rallying all his drones to the third base. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we see a zealot started right now, as well as one gas, actually only one gas going down. Cybernetic core tucked away in the back of the base, so we have to take a look. Is he saving up chrono boost? Well, he's definitely not using chrono boost at the moment, so well, as soon as I say that, he actually does it. But he might as well save up a little bit of chrono boost, and he might as well get a cybernetic score with a really quick warp gate up. However, we already see him taking the gas geyser in the third base, or in the natural right here, and we actually see a really clever trick right here. From LiquidHero. LiquidHero, the one thing that he is doing at this point in time is that he assumes that DRG... Okay, wait, let me rephrase that. DRG at this point in time, even though there's action going on the map, I'm going to ignore that completely. DRG at this point in time thinks both those gases are taking, and what LiquidHero did is actually taking his second game in his natural, making DRG think this is the third gas instead of the second one. So really clever play right there by LiquidHero. He probably took this one gas a little bit earlier. Looks like he went ahead and getting a few more gateways, as well as starting the upgrades on his forge. And a few zealots just poking out. They are going to be able to pick off by the zerglings, of course. To actually stop this, a few zerglings had to be made, so, you know, they pretty much did their damage already in just the sheer amount of, and I wonder actually what this drone is doing, okay, in the sheer amount of zerglings that had to be made by DRG to actually went ahead and, to do this. But looks like DRG, or look like LiquidHero managed to sneak out a probe right here, managed to get a pylon up, and as you can see on the production tab, he's making 5 gateways, 2 in the back, 3 right here. The +1 upgrade is about to finish, as well as his warp gate upgrade right here, as well as a lot of gateways. So most likely going to do a lot of pressure as soon as he can. 1 pylon out already to warp in from if he doesn't get another pylon up. Look like he does opt to get another pylon up, and this is going to be some huge warp gate aggression. Probably pretty unexpected for the Zerg player at this point in time. Yeah, if you actually check the vision of DRG, he apparently tried flying in an overload right here, but he didn't even get to check out those gases. So at this point in time, DRG thinks it's an early 4 gas taken when it's only 3, and what this means is that he is going to expect some passive play. He didn't scout this proxy pylon, he doesn't know about this at all, and right now only just now seeing this army with a few zerglings, and he instantly switches into making 5 roaches as well as a bunch of zerglings, but it's already a lot of stalkers out on the map at this point in time, and he's actually going to hold position them just to let more and more stalkers finish, and most likely gonna do and maybe wait 1 more round to warp. You know, it looks like he's going to go ahead and actually fight already. Of course, he doesn't want to give DRG too much time to get a big army up and actually be able to defend this, because, well, he likes to win this game, taking up to a 2-0 lead, but we have to see if he manages to defend this. Of course, there's a spine crawler helping out, as well as 3 queens, of course, adding a lot of damage, and he's also using all those drones to actually defend and just soak up a little bit of damage, and this is pretty much an all-in by LiquidHero. Of course, he can come back from this, but once his attack fails, he will be far behind if he doesn't manage to take out at least a base. It looks like all the drones are being pulled once again, pulled back right there just to buy a little bit of time, and right now the drones are fighting all these zealots underneath the overlords, and that's a really bad thing. But of course, he does manage to pick off all the zealots in the end, but more and more zealots being warped in as well. So many stalkers, and the supply of DRG is going down so quickly. Right now, they are even in supply, and of course, that's the point of where the Zerg play will never be. While my phone is actually notifying me that it's out of battery, it looks like the Zerg play is going to go down in this second game as well. Of course, all the drones are already picked off, and if we take a look at the worker killed, it's 21 workers killed for LiquidHero and DRG GG's. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully I see you in game 3, and yeah, see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye!